Well, today is National Pet Day, and for a lot of you out there, pets are a part of the family. Unfortunately, the sad reality of having a pet is losing them. And like with losing human family members, it can be very difficult for some of you to cope. So here to talk more about how to survive that loss, we have author, animal chaplain, and advocate Sarah Bowen. Sarah, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. Doing okay. Thanks for having me on.
And it's our pleasure to have you here. First things first, I mentioned you're an animal chaplain. I'm guessing a lot of people don't know exactly what that is and what an animal chaplain does.
Sure. Well, 67% of homes in the U.S. now contain both humans and animals. So it brings up a lot of messy questions about what to do when they get ill or have tragic accidents or die. So animal chaplains help people sort through those tough decisions that we have to make and then help them navigate the emotions that come up when we lose someone we love.
Which brings us into the next question. What advice do you have for people who just lost a pet recently?
Sure. Well, the first thing is that if you've lost an animal, I want you to know that what you're feeling is real and it's valid. You might be having trouble sleeping or have lost your appetite. You might be bursting out in tears occasionally. We find in research that 93% of people who experience pet loss have a disruption in their lives. So you're not alone with what you're feeling. And that's important to know. Our society often invalidates pet loss and says, oh, it's just a dog, go get another one. But what you're feeling is real. So rather than feel hopeless, what you can do are a couple of things. The first is to talk to others. Find the people who get you, the other animal lovers around you, and talk to them about your pet. Talk to them about the wonderful moments that you had with them and also how you're feeling now. And I also, in Sacred Send-Offs, have a 3-part process that might be helpful if I have a moment to detail
Yeah, please,
that.
go ahead.
Sure. So the first thing is to accept the reality of the loss that you're feeling. Now, this, sometimes we can think, oh, it didn't happen. It's not real. Maybe they'll come back. And what we can do is try to do a memorial or a ritual. An animal chaplain can help you with this, or there's resources in the book or online. A way to mark the transition that this animal has had of no longer being with you in their body. And then the second thing is to process the pain and adjust to life after loss. So there's a couple things that often happen. We have a lot of negative self-talk. So working on the negative self-talk and being able to understand that you did what you were able to do in this animal's life. We find through research that talking about that and social support, like a pet loss group, can be really helpful too. And the last thing is to find enduring connections. So we often say that grief is love with nowhere to go. So spread that love around. Meditate with butterflies, sit outside, listen to birds, write your pet letters, create a little space in your home for photos of them or mementos, and continue to send that love out, and that will help you feel better.
This is Sarah's new book. It's called Sacred Send-Offs and Animal Chaplain's Advice for Surviving Animal Loss, Making Life Meaningful, and Healing the Planet. It comes out tomorrow. We wish you the best of luck with that book. Sarah, thank you for taking the time to join us and give us some advice on what unfortunately is inevitable for a lot of animal and pet owners out there, because obviously we're going to survive a lot of them, and that means dealing with that grief. So thank you again for your time.